Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave. How's it going, my friends? God bless you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join me for a special video today. We are going to be taking a look at Sonya and trying to turn her into an AI workhorse. Yes, it's very nice to have all of the different characters in the game set up with their AI so that you can have them do towers for you whenever needed. Having an AI set up for you also allows the grind for Race Against Time to be a little bit easier. Okay, so let's see. Is this thing working? Oh, okay, I can hear myself. Just bear with me as I get started here. Yay. Okay, so, hi there, my name is Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. Really, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join me for a fancy AI and augmented build. So if you like to have your characters fight for you, do those Towers of Time, it's totally possible with any character, and this is what we strive to discover here at the Jaded Rabbit. Fancy AI builds for every character. So today we're going to be taking a look at Sonya and this way of getting flawlesses, one-shot victories, easy kills, and lots of points. I think these things are very much crucial and needed for any AI build, especially if you're trying to get through Towers of Time. So Towers of Time really offers new stuff for players every week. And if you are just trying to get into the top 5% every week, it's a good idea to have an AI main set up for you that can do the heavy lifting. So getting these points isn't so hard when your AI is able to just play the game for you. As you can see, we haven't really been playing towers this week, so we don't have any of the good stuff accomplished, like top 5, top 10, top 25%. They also have classic katana for free this week, so it's a good idea to have an AI set up for you so that you can get things like this classic katana skin very easily. So let's go into some towers and let's take along Sonya. Let's also take a look at the comments. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. Greatly appreciated that you leave a like. Really helps out with the channel. Hey there, Regent Bojan. Hey, Dante. Thank you so much, my brother, for joining along. Not in the mood. 2000, hey, Demelion, Dr. Six Legs, hey babes, hey Debrally Smiley, hello Daniel the Wolf. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. We are going to have some fun times with Sonya here. So this particular tower is AI only, so you need to have an AI set up in order to complete this tower. We are going to be doing it with Sonya. We're also taking along liquefied energy because the particular move that this AI wants to use is an energy type attack. If you've not played with Sonya's AI before, she has one of the best AIs in the game. I would say that her and Noob back in 2019, they were very common at getting those easy wins in AI battle. This was before people understood the augment system, but I think the augment system here is just really quite powerful because we're able to get these one-shots off of the energy rings. So Sonya's energy rings here are just completely annihilating life bars. There's nothing that a character can really do against Sonya's energy rings. Not to mention, the AI is doing this flawlessly, very quickly, and with a fancy finisher to boot. A lot of AIs don't want to perform the fatality, so really trying to have Sonya set up with the correct AI behaviors is important in trying to get your AI Sonya to pull off the finisher. Even better is when she does a friendship, but really these matches are laughably easy with the augments and the right abilities, of course. So, okay, so, wow, Sonya, she's facing Sindel here, and I really think that Sonya's making a great case here as the best zoner. Her name's not Sonya, she's Sonya. She's totally zoning out all of these characters just so quickly. And if you notice, this build is kinda similar to what Rambo AI likes to do. I've programmed certain AIs to do things right off the bat, and what we're going for here with Sonya are the energy rings, because A, they do so much damage, and B, it allows her to get the flawless really quickly. So here we are doing it again to poor Sindel. These enemy AIs don't really stand a chance. Oh boy, okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. Dave, I can now do a 16-hit combo with Cassie. She's my new Johnny. Oh boy, lovely to hear that, Dante. Hey there, Plague Doctor. Thank you so much, my friend, for joining along. Daniel the Wolf. Holy cow, that's powerful. Yes, Sonya took with AI battles only to number 3 worldwide. Yes, there was a lot of people using Sonya back in 2019. However, I think like with the augment system, understanding it better, then you were able to accomplish some really crazy stuff before the Aftermath rework. But here we are just looking at AI applied to single player. AI battle, I've been thinking about this. The AI battle mode where you have like a team of 3 defending characters. We might be making some builds to beat AI battle PvP in the future because we are missing some trophies. So, wow, okay, so we were able to get the kill before that bug from Devora hit us. So this should still be a flawless, I think? We shall see. But it's very nice that the AI is performing pretty much 99% of the time how you want it to perform. Now, with the energy rings, if you don't have the proper augments, you won't be getting the fancy one-shots. If you're not using the tower consumables, then you won't be getting the fancy one-shots. So the idea is that whenever you're making an AI main, you really need to have all of these different things working in unison to really be giving you max effort, max points, max results. With Sonya here, though, I think it's just very nice what she's capable of doing. Now, the flawlesses are all very nice, these one-shots are very nice, but we're not getting fatal blow action with this build, which is something that it's lacking, but that's alright. In the effort of just trying to get these towers done, get a lot of points, this is a quick and dirty way of doing it. Not many opponents can really stand against this, unless your name is Jade, perhaps. But lovely, we have all of the armor too in the world, so we can really withstand anything that the opponents want to throw at us. Really, I think having armor equipped on any AI build is sort of a prerequisite in order to get wins, especially against towers with crazy modifiers. The armor just really helps out there. So Cabal, he got off a buzzsaw on us, but it didn't interrupt us because thankfully we had the armor. Unfortunately, armor does mean you're susceptible to things like armor break, but only few characters in the single player Towers of Time have an AI that wants to perform the armor break quickly, efficiently. So thankfully, anywhere that you use an AI in single player, the max difficulty you'll experience is medium to hard. So this build is really meant to take on medium to hard difficulty, but interestingly enough, the augments can be applied to other parts in the game. You can take this Sonya into co-op, which is very nice. Okay, so we're getting some combos here, which isn't really what we wanted, but as you can see, it still does so much damage. Wow. So, what you always want with any AI build is that it's versatile enough to handle any kind of opponent. So opponents that get really close to you can cause some problem for a zoning Sonya, but this zoning Sonya still gets the combos off. She's getting these fancy crushing blows as well. Very nice. Ooh, and finally, we get to see the friendship. This is the best outcome that we could expect with any AI build, is to get the friendship with some fancy flawlesses. That would have been nice, but we get the friendship here, which makes up for us not being so flawless. But yes, Sonya really so powerful, killing all of these towers in just quick time. So let's check out the points here. We're getting, oh boy, 1,001,000. That's pretty good, considering that we are relying on an AI build we're not playing on brutal difficulty. And that's a lot of points. So let's see how this stacks up with the others on the leaderboard. Really, we want the build to get us max points per time invested. And it seems like 1,000,000 points is enough to put you onto the top leaderboard of top 100. That's very nice. Let's see where 1,000,001,000 would have gotten Sonya. Unfortunately, we have a higher score with Terminator. So Terminator's going to be our high score for now. But it would have gotten us 29th place. That's pretty nice, considering this is just a Sonya build. I don't think that she's like the top performer in the game, but I think that she can be one of the best. One of the best. Wow, Terminator number 3. Yay, take that. Yay, Terminator. My old Terminator build was really powerful. I missed that. But yes, we are still getting high scores, lots of points with Sonya. So I think that Sonya should be considered if you are trying to get through Premier Towers featuring Sonya. If Sonya is your main, if you have her augments, you should use them because they are really quite efficient at the game. So okay, let's put Sonya into some more situations here. Let's see her against Frost. Oh no, so we're not going to be flawless here, but we do get the fancy crushing blow. So any of these AI builds that I designed, they're really meant to take on single-player Towers of Time, as well as Stage 6 character towers. So if you're trying to get Sonya's Stage 6 towers done, get those character towers done, this will get you to Stage 6, and then the augments can definitely help you get through brutal difficulty. This is really quite a powerful build, lots of DPS coming out just right off the bat with Sonya. So I really do enjoy what we're having here. We got a fancy flawless friendship. Pretty nice. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. But Sindel is a very powerful AI also. Yes, I've done AI builds for all of the DLC characters. Sindel is pretty nice. I do enjoy her, but Dante, as you know, the #1 AI builds we keep secret in the family, so I hope you do enjoy them, Dante. Okay, so am I the only one who play MK11 on Switch? Asks Region Bojan. No. I'm pretty sure lots of people play on the Switch. Okay, so poor Sonya. Not flawless, but we're still getting these quick wins, which is very nice. Really trying to do these towers in the quickest amount of time. This is what we want from Sonya. Okay, but she's also going for the fancy combos, which is really what you want all the time with the build, for it to be dual purpose. You don't only want her to shoot rings, because in some situations, shooting rings is not the ideal thing to do. So not ignoring Sonya's other attacks or other combos, this build tries to incorporate like the bleep whooping, the leg breaker, her other special moves into getting fancy combos. And Sonya, like I said at the beginning of this video, is probably one of the better AIs to be using her, as well as Noob Saibot. These characters with very minimal tweaking can be very effective without augments. But as you can see here with the augments, it's really too overpowering. Too much power flows through these power gloves of Sonya. So cool. Okay, so Sonya, let's get Scorpion. Ooh, the combos. Very nice. So as you're seeing here, Sonya is able to just really utilize that gauge, throwing out the amplified energy rings, as well as amplifying her combos to get fancy DPS on the character, fancy damage on the character. Very, very nice with Sonya. So okay, another flawless victory, flawless fatality. We are killing this tower. Okay, so Ragnar says Sonya's speedrunning towers. Yes, this might be something counterintuitive, because you might not think that zoning with a character would be the quickest way to kill. But for some of these characters, their zoning tools just one-shot delete life bars of the opponents. So it's very cool to see Sonya in this way. All right, so David, this is awesome. Thank you, Mr. Dave. My favorite character since the beginning. Lol. Oh boy, David, I hope you enjoy this. I'm thinking about maybe doing an AI battle build with Sonya, because Sonya is really powerful. Okay, so ouchie, poor Johnny. Down in one hit of these energy rings. Really, what we want from the AI is to be using the energy rings at all times. But if the opponent rushes us down, we know that the Sonya AI will be safe, because she's capable of her combos here, too. Really doing everything that I could never do as a Sonya player. One of the best things about these AI builds is that they allow you, like, a training ground, a jumping off point for using the character in Combat League. You get to see the AI pull off successful combos, so these are combos that you can practice for Combat League. As well, once you start getting more confidence with your Sonya AI, you can eventually switch over to using the augments, and then eventually start to use Sonya in Combat League. I think the end goal here with every augment build that we make at the Jaded Rabbit is to eventually use these characters in Combat League, because really the augments are a great set of training wheels for understanding a character, as well as their moves, their combos, all of the different nuances. So, oh wow, okay, Sonya just said a bad word. How naughty. Okay, so even the block damage, as you can see, just does so much damage. Really quite nice with Sonya. Double flawless, and a fatality. Sonya too powerful. Okay, yo, is there any way to get easy way to get the augment brute strength? Unfortunately, no, delete. It is very hard to get. It's an elder ranked augment, and chaos augments in general are a little bit more rare than the other kinds of augments in the game. Oh boy. Okay, so, that name, lol. Yes, Plague Doctor, we have crazy names. Hey, J Murph, thank you so much for joining along. Please don't forget to leave a like. Greatly appreciated. Helps out with the channel so much. So, wow, we are almost done this tower. I'm not even fully taking advantage of, like, the full PS5 benefit, because I'm kind of, like, letting the loading screen load as opposed to skipping through it. But Sonya, wow, we're just annihilating this tower. Very nice. I think we're gonna get a nice high score here. Delete asks, do I get them sort of augments from the character towers? I would recommend, if you have the currency, go to Test Your Luck Towers. This is the best place to get level 4 generic augments. If you're looking for things like brute strength and you have the hearts, go to the 2500 hearts tower. You have a small chance of getting it from there. But yeah, we will be talking about best ways of accumulating generic augments pretty soon. We're almost done our collection. Oh boy. Okay, so Raiden. Let's take on Raiden here with Sonya. Do love this Sonya wearing the classic movie skin. She doesn't quite look like she does from the movie, but I enjoy it. Really do like it. Oh boy. Okay, so Sonya. Oh boy, okay, so she's going for combo. So the AI does not perform 100% of the time how you want it to, but it's okay here because we're still getting wins. That's very key. Wins in a quick amount of time. Ooh, okay. So, very nice here that we're able to get the blocking here. Really do have some investment with Sonya to try and get whiff punishes better with the energy rings. So we will be taking a look at the AI behaviors, all of the augments. I think this is really the magic of any of these builds, is trying to make all of the different categories work together in a very synergistic way to get easy wins. So yay, Sonya, just getting these wins for us. Very nice. Do enjoy this. We might be able to get some points for Race Against Time too. Heroic towers are usually the best place if you are just like a casual player. Playing these heroic towers every day, it gives you a lot of points for time invested. Okay, so Cabal. Oh no, I kind of wish we had Kano. That is the classic enmity, classic rivalry.
Glad we piss you off.
Ooh.
We're all about to share a grave.
Oh wow, okay, so Cabal. Oh, poor Cabal, he's down. So Flawless. Love Sonya, she's too powerful. Too powerful. Oh, he blocked that. He could have been eating a big-time crushing blow. Ooh, and yes, one of the ways of trying to unlock all of the fatalities with all of the different characters is by using their AI. I don't have all of the trophies yet for the game on the PS5, so this is just a really easy way of getting those trophies unlocked too. You get all of the different fatalities with the AI playing the game for you. Really quite so nice. So Sonya, too powerful. Let's take a look at the augments. Let's take a look at the build. Hopefully you're seeing a lot of power with this Sonya, and I do hope that you try it out. Really would love to know how these builds work out for you, because love reading your comments, how these things are being applied in your game. So wow, we got let's say 1.3 million. 1.3 million points, that's pretty respectable. Sonya didn't go flawless on every round, which hurts a little bit, but we're still able to get nice points accumulation to bump us up in the race against time. Now we're in the top 25%. So this is just from doing a couple of towers. Easy wins. Okay, so we're not in the top 100. Oh boy, oh so sad. But we're pretty close. 127 with Sonya. A lot of people love to use like Rambo and Frost, but I do think like attention should be paid to other characters, because the other characters too are very quite powerful with their AIs. So let's take a look at Sonya's build here. Delete asks, is there a nice and easy way to do beginner's luck? Nice and easy way to do beginner's luck. Would recommend using Kodal's Sunbeam Augment build that I created. It's pretty much an easy win in any situation. All you have to do is use a God Ray and block. God Ray and block. Okay, David asks, is there only one Rabbit's Foot in the game? Just wondering. So, Rabbit's Foot Augment is an old system augment, which was carried through to the new system. It did have a little bit more application in the old augment system. Would not recommend using Lucky Rabbit's Foot in the new augment system. The only purpose for it is getting high scores in Test Your Luck Towers. I'm trying to find it. Here we go. Lucky Rabbit's Foot. We've got 60 of these things. We got all 60 from the old augment system drops. So before Aftermath. I have not gotten one of these things after Aftermath. Would not recommend this in any situation except for Test Your Luck Towers. And that's only if you're just starting out. Yeah. Okay, alright. So let's take a look at Sonya. Sonya quite powerful here. Let's go first to the abilities. So the abilities that we're using with Sonya is Energy Rings Charge. So you have the ability to charge the amplified energy rings. Unfortunately, Sonya doesn't really take advantage of this, which is kind of sad. Kind of wish she would, but in that light, in that manner, you could equally use no abilities with Sonya, and I think that this speaks to the power of Sonya's AI, that she doesn't necessarily need any fancy abilities to do lots of damage, lots of combos. I mean, you're seeing the AI perform here doing combos without any fancy abilities equipped. So I would kind of suggest using Sonya with no abilities or with the Energy Rings Charge. I keep it equipped because this build is multi-purpose. Not only is the AI powerful with it, but you can be very powerful with it as well. So let's take a look at the AI distribution here. Really quite odd. We've got combos, reversal. This is what we are highly investing in. The combos and reversal allow Sonya better survivability. She will block more, and she will be able to pull off punishes a little bit more easily with the energy rings. Punishing with the energy rings is really quite key. If you have investment in zoning and runaway without the reversal, the AI tends to want to just spam But you don't want the AI to spam their projectile. You want them to use it smartly to punish or whiff punish a character from far away doing something silly. The high amount in reversal also gives the AI a lot of better survivability in a lot of situations. With the increased reversal, the AI will want to block more and will want to poke more. So what we're seeing with the AI main is that if the with the AI Sonya is that if the enemy AI gets too close to Sonya, she will go for either a combo, block, or go for like the leg breaker. Really going for a raw leg breaker seems to be what Sonya likes to prefer to do here. But I think the high amount of reversal is kind of needed with the zoning and runaway, as opposed to the rush down. If you invest in rush down, let's say you take out the reversal and you put it all in rush down, the AI performs more combos as opposed to going for the one-shot kill with the energy rings. And really, you don't want to put too much investment with zoning and runaway. As you saw there in that like one match with Melina, Sonya was just trying to throw out lots of energy rings as opposed to going for a combo, and that's only with one in zoning. If you go too high in zoning, your AI will take too long to get the kill. As well, she will use the move in a not a positive way. She will go for the move and she will be punished instead of punishing the opponent. So you want to keep the amount of investment in zoning pretty low. No more than 2, I would say. But I think runaway is also very important to have the proper stage placement for Sonya at all times. You kind of want Sonya to be out of range of actually accomplishing the leg breaker, because the leg breaker, it seems to be the preferred move for close combat. But if you keep the 2 in runaway, Sonya will be adequately placed to just throw out lots of energy rings. So I think that this is probably most noticeable at the beginning of the match. At the beginning of the match, with only 2 runaway and 1 in zoning, what you're seeing is just lots of energy rings. And this is the ideal way, I feel, of having Sonya run these towers for you. But if you really want to, like, experiment and play around with Sonya, please, by all means, feel free. I'm not saying that this build is the only way of using Sonya, but I think that it's working out pretty nicely for me. So we got done those 2 towers already. We're just gonna go back and do this tower just for a couple of fights, because I really do want to talk about how the AI behavior is working with what we're seeing. So the AI performs the energy rings right off the bat of the match because of the 2 in runaway and 1 in zoning. Any more than that, the AI will run away, which is not what you want. But the AI is versatile enough to get you the combo that you're seeing here. So you want the AI to perform in a myriad of ways. You don't only want the AI to do one thing, because that means that your AI will be limited when you come across more difficult towers. So fancy brutality, lovely. I do love that she does the brutality here. So really trying to get fancy brutalities. This is one of the ways that you can see some of these brutalities that you have not unlocked with a character, is to have an AI set up for them. They'll do the brutality for you. So really quite powerful with Sonya without abilities and just 1 in zoning, 2 in runaway. But we do have that heavy investment in reversal, and I think it's important that you have that reversal to marry with the zoning that you're getting from Sonya, as well as to block. You want the AI to block and punish appropriately, because sometimes just throwing out energy rings doesn't make sense, unfortunately. So let's take a look at the augments. Let's also take a look at the comments. Thank you so much for joining along. Please do leave a like. It greatly helps out with the channel. Also lets me know that you enjoy these kinds of videos. Okay, so, Dragon Ball. Oh, hi, Jaded. Sorry I'm late. No, you're never late. The party don't start till you walk in. Yay. Delete. If you're using rings, why don't you just have the rings? Okay, I think I answered that question. Delete. You really want the AI to perform in a myriad of ways. You don't want the AI to only do one thing. You want the AI to perform combos as well as zoning. because you can't account for every situation. Sometimes a match will be decided by superior zoning, but as you saw there against that Terminator, we needed to have combos with reversal so that we could get the win. If that makes sense. You really want the AI to be versatile. Okay, so character tower build. Yes, Plague Doctor, really do recommend you try this out with Sonya's character towers because it's getting you the crushing blows, which helps with getting those tower requirements done. Hey there, Elder Louise. Hey, the kid. Ak. Hello, JJ. Thank you so much, my brothers, for joining along. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means so much that you found some time on your busy Friday to join along for Augment build. Okay, so yay. Sonya, really, I think the star Jinsei of the build is this level 4 modern army reduce the amplify cost of the energy rings by 70%. What this means is that the AI is able to throw out lots of amplified energy rings as well as amplified leg breakers or ass whoopings so that she can get fancy combos, which is nice so that you have all of this gauge to play with your AI main, which is also why I would say running something like natural 20 on this particular build doesn't really, I feel, help, because you want to have the most gauge for Sonya to get those combos and to throw out the most energy amplified rings. The other augments that we have here in the Jinsei slots, I would not say are as important. Level 4 supply lines hold energy rings to increase the size, damage, and speed. These are all things that are amplified by this augment. It's an elder augment, and I would say this augment helps you out more when you're playing with Sonya, as opposed to actually setting the AI to do your work for you. Unfortunately, some of these Jinseis, even when equipped, don't have any particular effect on the AI. So you never actually see the Sonya AI utilize this augment, which would help in some situations, but unfortunately the AI is kind of limited. But it's a good augment to have on the build if you ever intend on doing co-op towers. We've also got here level 4 future soldiers. So this is something that the AI also does not really take advantage of, but you get extra armor when you're charging the energy rings. This is more so for getting your help with co-op. But these generic augments, I feel, will greatly increase the damage output that you're seeing from Sonya. Now, you don't necessarily have to have all of these augments at level 3. I mean, at level 4. At level 3, they should still be pretty effective. And I feel using a tower consumable that pairs with the power broker, which increases your energy type damage. Remember that the energy rings are causing energy damage. If you have the distilled energy tower consumable or liquefied energy, I forgot what it's called. The energy type consumable, which boosts energy damage, as well as this augment, you're seeing a great increase in damage from those energy rings. However, we don't only want increased damage for the energy rings. A global type damage buff is preferred when you're playing with an AI. So having Crazy Pain and Bill of Health equipped, this means that the AI at the beginning of every round of every game, every match, is going to be dealing a lot of damage. 90% increased damage at the beginning of the match when you're full health. Taking extra damage with Crazy Pain doesn't really matter when you've got Armor Clad, which sort of interrupts any of your enemies' attacks from actually stopping you from doing your attacks. So Armor Clad gives you better chances of success at all times and sort of takes away the negative effect of Crazy Pain. As well, you've got here Crazy Pain, Bill of Health. The damage that you take, it's sort of done away with at the beginning of every round. You're back to full health. It doesn't really matter with Crazy Pain. You're only seeing benefits with it here with the AI. But we've also got Special Delivery and Amped Up, and this greatly increases the damage that you're getting out of any of her amplified special attacks. So the energy rings, the ass whooping, the leg breaker, they're all dealing 80% more damage with these two augments 80 plus 90 with the Crazy Pain and Bill of Health, you're at 170, 170 plus 50, and you're getting to 220 more damage if you're dealing just energy ring damage. As well, you've got the tower consumable on top of it. It's just all sorts of power. So I do recommend that you try out these augments with Sonya, but you've heard me talking a little bit about co-op. I do think that this is a great build to also use in co-op. So what you want to do here is take off... Oh, no, we keep Crazy Pain. We take off Bill of Health, and we swap it out with Death Dealer. Okay. Here we go. Suddenly, this is a great build to take into co-op. So I would say that if you are just a Sonya main, you're really just trying to play around with Sonya, learn the character, this is a great build to use with her, because you should be able to get max effect out of these augments, not only for AI, but also for co-op. So this is just an easily modified build that you can use in a lot of places. Very, very nice. So, okay, so let's take Sonya here against Cabal. Whee! Alright, so Sonya, we did that in 22 seconds. Very nice. So these augments are just really powerful with Sonya. Would recommend using this build. Do let me know how it works out for you, because I think that this is too powerful. Way too powerful. But yes, Sonya, do enjoy playing with all of her different augments. Do love creating these AI builds for the different characters. If you've got any recommendations or suggestions that you want to see for a future AI and augmented build, please do let me know in the comments. I'm happy to take requests, mainly because I am just so interested in exploring every facet of the augment and AI battle system. It's too powerful. Oh boy, okay, so thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. Yay! All my armor clads are level 1, and I have used them all. Oh no, Dragon Ball, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, you get some more. They're a mythic augment, so trying to get them at level 4, I would say is a good idea. Get them from the 9,000 souls tower from Test Your Luck Towers. But boy, oh boy, what a fancy build with Sonya. I do hope that you have enjoyed this build. A like, a comment, a subscribe, greatly appreciated. Please also check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. You're all invited to be a part of the Discord family, the Discord community. We have such a lovely, positive, welcoming group there, able to commiserate with you about Combat League. Yes, but also please do consider joining the Jaded Bunny fam. Really helps out with the continued existence of us here on the YouTubes. As well, when you do join the fam, you get access to even more powerful builds than this one. So if you're interested in #1 strategies, #1 augment builds, secret glitches, other games, do consider joining the Jaded Bunny fam. So, special shoutouts to my mini bunnies, Chris and Joshua, my bunnies, Ross, Marky, Alina, Jackson, Dreaded Jones, Dr. Eggman, Atomic X-Fire, Dante, Caleb, Robert, Terrence, Thomas, Cody, Erdem, Shane, Yuri, Whiskey Baylor, Lofi the Loaf, Will, Canyon, Jason, Andre, the Hakaishan, Snoopy, David, and Eric, my rabbits, Queen Melina, Alan, Sean, Ryan, Jason, JJ, Jenny, Honest Evo, A Misanthrope, and the Joker. And please check out my fabulous Jackrabbits, Cider Mike, Joel, and Plague Doctor, and my elite rabbits, Ragnar and Cane Juice, by going to the featured channels tab. They make some lovely MK11 content too. But boy, oh boy, okay, so if you're here at this part of the video, do you know what happens next? Tee. Okay, alright, so, I don't know if you guys will know this, because it's, like, old. I'm old, surprise. Oh, yeah, it's also my mom's birthday. She's older, too, today. Oh, boy. She makes the points explode when we're together. Her power overflows. Pink rings for pleasure. Win so easy with Ronda Rousey. Never let me go. Tonight I really need to zone. Oh, zoning with Sonya, zoning till the battle's won. Could this be more than just a game? Zoning with Sonya, she can kill with just one shot. Could she be better than Jade? Oh boy. Okay, so do you know that song? Teehee. Yay, okay, alright. So Yuri says late, but in time for sing song. Oh boy, thank you. Alright, oh, happy B-Day, Dave's mom. Yes, she will appreciate that. Had a very had a very terrible day yesterday with her. Had to take her to the doctor, had to get a medical procedure done, and she was just not happy. So she cursed me out yesterday. And today's her birthday, and she's like, you still like me even though I cursed you out yesterday? Yes, mommy, I love you. Alright, so thank you. Love you guys too. I hope that you try out this build. Please let me know if it works for you. But yes, until next time, I'm praying for your easy wins in Combat League and that you're rolling in that time crystal. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.